Hello you beautiful noodles and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kalieha if you're new, and if you are new, on Saturdays I make SATCHAT videos. Walk into the room and I feel the stairs. You're wondering if the talent claimed is really here. SATCHAT videos are where I sit down on a Saturday and chat. Yes, as you can see by the title, today's SATCHAT video is going to be about 6 ways to stay sane and keep Rona off the brain. Now, yes, we all should be aware of what's going on, and by no means am I saying that you need to ignore what is happening, but sometimes we need to social distance ourselves from the constant just bombardment of the media and social media, specifically social media, because I know a lot of people, myself included, tend to get our immediate alerts from like Twitter. I really don't trust Instagram with the news things. But aside from all of that, let's go on to a happier note. So one of the first things that I do to stay sane is actually sit with myself. I allow myself to just go through this full range of emotions that I'm having, especially when things started getting very crazy. I have been working from home for the past week now, and that has been something different in and of itself. I'm definitely planning on posting what my work from home experience looks like and how I keep myself productive and separate my home life from my work life. So that's definitely a video that's coming up soon. But I just experience it all. I feel it all. I sit in it. And I remind myself that yes, I am allowed to feel these ways and, feel down and annoyed and just all of these feelings, but I'm not allowed to let these feelings stop me from doing what I would be doing on the regular. Except I stay inside. So stay inside. Stay inside. The second thing that I do is I journal it out. So after I have went through this full range of emotions, of how I'm feeling, all of the thoughts that I have, I write it down so it doesn't stay in my brain. I find that once I write things down, I don't continue to think about it, and that has to do with a lot of different things, whether it's a to-do list, something I need to remember, something I don't want to remember. As soon as I write it out, just write it down, the physical act of writing just gets it out of there, because I don't want it in there. Get it out of there. Get it out. The third thing I do is limit how much I check social media and the news, especially as it pertains to our current situation. What I found myself doing is actually going onto Twitter and muting certain words for about half the day, just so as I casually scroll when I have time, I don't tend to consistently come across a lot of news and updates and things like that that are happening. And, I'm just social distancing myself from it because it's causing so much anxiety for me, and I know for a lot of other people. So not to completely ignore it, just give myself some space away from it so that I can actually function without this is the only thing that's on my brain. Remember, we're trying to stay sane. The fourth thing that I do is catch up with some friends. I chat with them, just get a little social in while still being distant. But have to remember, even though your friends may not say it, they have a limit. So just remember that you can't throw it all on them and expect to consistently talk to them all the time. Because let's remember, we're only supposed to be doing what we would usually do just indoors. If you do not always talk to your friends when you're outdoors and all that, please, for the love of God, okay, give them space. You can chat with them, you can talk with them, all that, but my God, let's not impromptu FaceTime calls if that wasn't your normal thing to do, okay? Too many Zoom calls can be a problem. Just too many. Too many! The fifth way to stay sane, okay, take a nap. Alright? You need to give yourself some physical rest too. A lot of these things that deal with our mental can make us not only mentally exhausted, but physically exhausted. Take a nap. Give yourself a break. I have taken more naps last week than I have in a long time. And it definitely helps that my post-work obligations happen in the same place that work happens. That also happens in the same place that home happens. So, I'm taking advantage of this nap time, people. I love a good nap. And the sixth and last way that I stay sane, I've been creating through it. I've been making things that just take my mind off of it, but also help me deal with it. Me and my roommate recently have decided to start doing bread time, where we make IGTV videos that show us in our process of making sourdough bread. Today is day 2, so if you want to tune into that, I will throw the link down in my bio below. I've also started a podcast. I know you're like, my God, do we really need another podcast? You know, who knows? But this is something that came out of my creative time while I've been creating through it, okay? And it's called KayNeverStops Talking With. I will be talking to people in different levels of business, be it entrepreneurs, small business owners, people that work in corporate, people that work in retail, just any type of job. And we're just, gonna talk through our emotions, really. How are we feeling? What are we gonna do differently? How has this forced us to change? And a whole bunch of other stuff. So I will also throw the link to that down in my description below. But I've also been creating things that I'm not putting out for consumption because I realized that I needed to make something that I wasn't creating to ultimately put out. I just had to create this stuff for me. So I've been making a lot of color stories, mood boards. I went to school for apparel and textile design, and color and how it works together and just texture and all that. That really, that gets me going. And I love to do it. So I've been making random businesses and trying to figure out what their color scheme would look like, or what their story would look like, how it would be put together. And that's just something that I like to do for fun. Honestly, it makes me so excited. When I was making all of the graphics and just the color story and everything for not only my brand but for the podcast and for the bread time, I had so much fun doing that. So I realized that I should keep going and just do it for anything else. It's honestly, I've been so happy doing it. I love it so much. Well, there you have it. Those are 6 ways that you can stay sane while keeping Rona off the brain, okay? Period. And if you have anything that you've been doing, please let me know down in the comments below. I am always open to more options, more things to just keep it together, really. I will be back here on Monday. This work from home thing has definitely given me a lot more time to do all of the things that I've been really wanting to do, but I felt all of the time that I lost in commute and just going back and forth from places, I finally have that time to do something else. So thankfully, we will have more videos coming up for you on Monday and Wednesday. I was going to do a week in my life video, but I don't know if that type of vlog really fits with my channel's story, I guess. So let me know if you would be interested in seeing what my week actually looks like. Keep in mind, it will all be in my house, so it could be fun. As always, I am so glad that you were here. If you like this video, be sure to like it, and if you really loved it and want to make sure you don't miss any of those Monday or Wednesday or other Saturday videos, be sure to subscribe. I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye.